that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Oi there, YouTube. Welcome back for another Thoughts from the Corner. I'm Adam. That's Josiah. That's Forrest. This is
Finishing time.
Feierabend.
This is the new one from 2F, a.k.a. Friedman Freese's company, which you haven't heard of Friedman Freese. He is the guy who made Power Grid, he made Fearsome Floors, he made Friday, he made the 501, which is like this crazy game that you could play 500 different ways, and each of the games was completely unique, which I really want to get to. But this is his brand spanking new worker placement game, where you are actually going to be placing your workers to try and help them relax. This game is all about relaxation. Maybe you'll go to the park. Maybe you'll go jogging. Maybe you'll go on a blind date. Maybe you'll make love. Maybe you'll go on strike and you will improve your working conditions so you'll make more money, or you'll get more strike tokens, or you'll do a whole variety of different things. This is a really interesting worker placement game, and I want to start off by saying the theme in this game is unique and it comes across in spades. I read the rules and I said, oh my gosh, this is a thematic game. Every single mechanism in the game feels intertwined with the theme, and who wants to start on it? Because it's a very distinct, different game.
I love this. I thought that there was tons of stuff that you could do. Tons of different ways that you could go about winning. I mean, like, it came down to the end. Everybody had their own individual strategy. And I think it was relatively close at the end.
Vacation strong game, baby.
Yeah.
I made a power play right at the end that essentially cut off two people, so they were not going to win. But if I wouldn't have done that, I don't think I would have won.
Yeah, oh yeah. They would have shot right up, because it's one of those games that it's like, you're waiting, you've got your strategy, you've got your plan, and you have to pivot right at the right moment to like tip it over the edge. And yeah, fantastic. The timing, the pacing, is great. The turns are quick. I like that people are bringing back their workers at different times. It's not all at once. Had a lot of great things going on.
I really liked that aspect as well. It's a worker placement game that you don't all take your workers back at the same time. So therefore, you can actually just wait it out, because there's like strike tokens that you can use. It's kind of like a second currency that you can use instead of your workers. So you can be using those slowly, or you can use them all at once to just wait out. And I think that's a really cool.
Which is what I did.
I
turtled it at the beginning, and then it was like one round of boom, and then get all those strike tokens, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll just buy everything, which was my downfall in the end, because I wasn't doing the vacation.
You were going on vacation,
because I wanted to use them all for the strike, and I was turtling too much.
I was all vacation, but all day.
One vacation though, and I would have won, and I had them all the way out.
He was close.
One thing I also really liked is this game has a really good sense of humor. We were laughing and making jokes about it the entire time, because one of the spots, I mean, you could go on blind dates, which then give you extra workers, but they're not really workers. They go with your workers to amusement parks and on vacations and to hotels to make love, which actually has one of my favorite lines that I've ever read in a rule booklet, which I want to give some props to, about when you go to the motel. Spending some private time with your partner in a nice motel offers one of the best ways to relax. It does. It's that almost won you the game.
Yeah.
At one point, you were just banging.
The entire hotel was my lads and lassies.
I don't think we've said it enough, but the simplicity of this game is fantastic. On your turn, you do one action, and there are only 3 actions you can do. You can place a worker on like an amusement park or jogging. You can place 1 to 3 workers at a bar, which will give you happiness but cost you money. Or you can work behind the bar, which I thought worked really cool too, which bumps up your stress but gives you money. Or you can just relax on the TV and veg out. There's also a really cool, the depression aspect of the game, where if you get to such a low... it's not called the depression aspect of the game, but it is. You'll say it is in the game. But if you get too low on the points total, you can only go to a specific spot until you get happier.
Which is the bar.
But Josiah, what did you think of it? So you love it. Where would you sit on it?
I really liked it too. I don't actually like worker placement games as much, and yet this would probably be my favorite worker placement game. I really liked how thematic it was. I liked how there was lots of different paths to victory. Really want to play it again, which is always a good thing. Whenever you play the game for the first time, you're like, I want to play it again so I can get better at it. So yeah, I would really say that every time I play one of Friedman Freeze's games, I'm just like, I want to play another one of his games because he puts a lot of thought into it. And I think that just comes across in this game as well.
Yeah, and we were actually, before we started shooting, you were talking about doing a crippling depression strategy where you would just completely tank yourself at the cost. But there's
to
the
cycle it
vacation.
so you get your strike tokens.
But I want to go back to those strike tokens a little bit because those are so stinking cool because they're going to impact how much stress you're going to get when you get your workers back, which is a huge deal. They're going to impact how much money you make, which is a huge deal. They're going to impact how much strike tokens you get, which is a huge deal. And they're going to impact if you have any vacation time and how long that vacation time in, which is also a huge deal. And it's really interesting choices. I think I'm in the love category. I think it's a great game. I hope there's an expansion one day that just makes more stuff that we can do, intertwine the theme even more. But as it stands right now, Finishing Time from 2F, I think is a great stinking game. And if you order it on the Board Game Geek store, you even get a promo card, which once again is just dripping with theme because it's a Spiel digital, so it's the online Spiel convention. But if you have a significant other that you can't go to it. You have to make sure that you don't have a significant other in your it's good. There you go. That is Finishing Titan from 2F, a.k.a. Friedman Freeze. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check that one out. Oh, and a 55-minute time. That's an important thing to note.
Yeah, it was pretty close. It felt like a lot of game for the time period it was in.
Yeah. So it looks like it might be a cup of tea. Be sure to check that one out. If you're enjoying what we're doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Also, consider supporting the Patreon down below, as I'm currently panhandling in my basement. And in the comments below, let me know, what is your number one thing to de-stress?
Poker.
Really? That's
That used to be mine.
de-stressor, huh? Probably just
Casually.
ride my bike. I go out and ride.
Video games. I like to kill things. I have to be killing stuff. I don't want to play role-playing games or anything else, but when I'm really stressed, I want to murder everyone.
You know what? My wife always says, like, oh, I can tell you're stressed out because you start playing more video games. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess I do that.
Well, let me know in the comments below. What is your de-stressor? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.